All right, in this video, we are going to write or work the following practice problem. It says create an abstract class named cell phone with fields for manufacturer, model, screen size, and price. Include a constructor that requires parameters for manufacturer and model. Include get and set methods for each field. The set price method is abstract. Okay. All right. So public abstract class cell phone. All right, and there's 1, 2, 3, 4 fields. All right, so manufacturer is going to be a string. Model, a string. Let's see. For screen size, that should probably be a double, right? For price, we'll make that a double. All right, so manufacturer, model, screen size, and price. It says include a constructor that requires parameters for manufacturer and model. All right, so the constructor manufacturer and model. And we'll just do the usual thing of handing off the values of those parameters to the fields. All right, so there's our constructor. It says include get and set methods for each field. All right. All right, and then one of these needs to be abstract, right? Oh, it's set. Okay, so. All right, now the set methods, public void set manufacturer. All right, and on the set price, they want it to be abstract. All right, so let's just double check that, make sure everything's good. All right, seems okay. That doesn't seem okay. Okay. It says include get and set methods for each field. This set price method is abstract. All right, so then create 3 cell phone subclasses named Android phone, iPhone, and Windows phone, each with a unique set price method. Okay. All right, so public class Android phone, and don't forget extends. Go on this one too. All right, so in order for this to work, right, what we're gonna have to do, it won't compile, right? Remember, it's gonna give us 2 problems here if we try to do that. Number 1, right, is that it is a child Android phone is a child class of cell phone. Cell phone has this abstract set price method. Right, so we will have to supply that. So let's do that. So public void set price, set price double price. And let's see, they had some requirements that they wanted. It says the price for an Android phone is $200. Okay, so I guess actually we should not have this this in here. So and we would just do this dot price equals 200. Okay. And so in order for that to work, we are going to have to fix this over here. So I just kind of put the standard thing that I would put for a set method, but I'm guessing that's what they want. So all right, and so that now we should have a different error on this one. This error about that we didn't have an implementation of the abstract set price method, that should be gone, and now it's going to complain about the constructor. Right, constructor cell phone and class cell phone cannot be applied to the given types. Again, that is because our parent class only has constructors with parameters, right? And so therefore we must at least supply this here. Okay. All right, so we need to add a constructor here, public Android phone, and it needs to have a manufacturer, a model, and a screen size, right? Which was a double. All right, and then we would pass the manufacturer and the model right off to the parent class here, so it can get set up, and then we would do the rest of our setup here. So set up the screen size. Then what else? What about the price right here? Let's see. Let's read ahead because I don't like, for various reasons, using this set method to set this up. But let's see. Okay, the price is set up, so we'll just leave it. This price will get initialized to 0. Okay, when this object is, when an Android phone object is created, and then so price will get set to 0. But we just when we create these objects, we will have to not forget to call this set price method, okay, when we do that. Okay. All right. And so now we need 2 more of those. So I am going to just copy these over because these are essentially going to be pretty much the same. We're just going to change Android phone to iPhone wherever it occurs. And then they want the price to be different, right? It says iPhone is $900. Okay. All right, and then what's the other one? Windows Phone, which is not even around anymore, right? So copy this over. And the price was $100 on that. Okay, so we have all of our child classes set up: Android phone, iPhone, Windows Phone. All right, so moving on to the next class, it says write an application. So a class of the main method that creates an array of at least 6 objects to demonstrate how the methods work for the objects for each cell phone type. Save the files as cellphone.java, Android phone.java, iPhone.java, Windows Phone, and cell phone demo. Okay. Let's go ahead and get that set up. Cell phone demo. So public class cell phone demo, and then public static void main string args. And I know that it said to put these in an array, but I haven't done an array list example in a while, so I'm going to use an array list. So if you want to use an array list, it's import java.util.arraylist. And then create an array list. Just like with arrays, right, then you can only have one type in there. And since we're going to have iPhones, Windows Phones, and Android phones, since they are all child classes of cell phone, then the type will be cell phone. Okay. Then that way we can add all those types in there as long as they're child classes. All right, so that should create an empty array list. All right, and then I am going to have to start adding my objects in there. So it's going to be phones.add in this case, right? And then I'm going to create a new Android phone. All right, and then we have to make up a manufacturer, Samsung model. Who knows, man? Let's just put GS5. I don't know. Screen size 5.24, and that's all we need, right? Yep. This needs to be a double. Okay, that looks all right, and I'm just going to copy this. All right, so LG on the next one. I don't even know the models. 11.6. Make these two iPhones. And manufacturer, I guess, is Apple. Screen size 10. And then I guess Microsoft on the Windows phones. Okay. All right. So again, with the array list, I'm using it's the name of the array list and then .add, right, to add something to the array list. And here I am just creating these objects inside here, and then the phones.add will put that object in the array. The trouble is when we go to print this out, right? When we go to print these things out, it's not going to look nice, right? System.out.println phones. Again, I'm using the enhanced for loop, right? So the things inside the array or of our array list are cell phone type, right? So that'll be cell phone. Then you pick this name. So I'm just going to use phone, and then this is the name of the array list. When I run this, though, right, I'm not going to get besides the missing semicolon, right, I'm not going to get good results when I do that, right, because this is what I'm going to get. And that's because there's no toString in here, so I'm going to go back to cell phone and add that toString in there so we can see everything. So public string toString. All right, so we have manufacturer model. So I'm just going to do this really quickly. MO SS price. And then manufacturer, model, screen size, and price. And forget the semicolon again. All right, so there we have our toString. And so now when we go back, we'll be able to see what the values are and the values that we set up. The price on all of these will be 0. So something wrong. So it crashed right when I ran this. And so it says illegal format conversion exception. So when you get that, it's probably that you had one of these format specifiers incorrect. And sure enough, I did right here. I had D for screen size, but screen size is a double, right? So that's not going to work. So this should be F, and I'll display it to 1 decimal place, which it seems like most of the time that's what it's displayed to. Okay, so that looks okay. And then going back to cell phone demo, the price is not right, okay, on this because I messed up the specifier. So you can see this is looking okay. I guess we should give the units on the let's say those are in inches. And the problem is I forgot the percent sign right here. So it was literally printing out those things, not that. So that should fix that. All right, so you can see that the price is 0 on each of these. And that's because I did not call that set price method. Since this field was of type double, right, of price, and it was not set, right, Java automatically set it to 0.0. So I actually want to set the price here and then print these phones again. And I'll just do that in this one loop. So what I would do is to, the name of the cell phone object is phone, and then dot, right, and then set price. All right, and then I'm going to print it out again just to show you that worked. And I think that should be good. All right, and so you can see the second time it gets printed out, it has the correct price in here. All right. So you may say, well, that's find fault with the design, and I kind of agree to you of this problem. Saying, you know, that's not really realistic that you'd have different models. You know, different models, even by the same manufacturer, are going to have different prices, right? So why would the price be 200 for all Android phones or all Apple phones or all Windows phones? And you'd definitely be right about that. This design doesn't really reflect how the real nature of it. And so you'd have a point there, but remember, these are just practice problems, right? So, and this one in particular about abstract methods in classes and creating child classes from abstract methods in classes. All right, that's it for this one.